Welcome back to Veronica Inspires. If this message blesses you, encourages you, or speaks to your heart, please like, share, and subscribe. Someone else may need to hear this today. Let me start by saying this clearly, because someone needs freedom today. You cannot make someone love you. You can give, you can try harder, you can explain yourself, you can sacrifice, but you cannot force love. There comes a moment of quiet clarity, a profound realization that your worth isn't a prize to be won or a debt to be paid. And once you truly understand that, something powerful happens. You stop chasing love and you start becoming lovable, not by changing who you are to fit someone else's mold, but by becoming more fully and unapologetically yourself. So many people spend their lives exhausted trying to earn what should be given freely. It's the endless cycle of crafting the perfect text, hoping for a reply that validates you. It's replaying conversations, wondering what you could have said differently to be seen, to be heard. It's the silent, draining work of trying to convince someone of your worth, trying to prove you're good enough through grand gestures or quiet sacrifices, trying to shrink your needs, bend your boundaries, or overextend your energy just to be chosen. You make yourself smaller, quieter, more agreeable, hoping that by taking up less space, you'll finally be invited to stay. But real love doesn't come from pressure. It doesn't ask you to perform. It doesn't come from begging, either silently or out loud. And it definitely doesn't come from losing yourself. It cannot grow in the soil of self-abandonment. Love is a choice. It is an active verb, a daily decision. And if someone chooses not to love you, that does not mean you are unlovable. Let that sink in. Their choice is a reflection of them, not a verdict on you. It simply means they are not able, willing, or meant to love you the way you deserve. Their capacity is limited, their path diverges from yours, or their heart simply isn't aligned with the beautiful, complex truth of who you are. That truth can hurt. It can feel like a personal failure, a deep and aching rejection. Allow yourself to feel that sting without letting it define you. But it can also heal. It's a key that unlocks you from the prison of trying, freeing you to simply be. It's the permission you've been waiting for to finally come home to yourself. There are lessons we learn that quietly reshape the entire landscape of our lives. And perhaps one of the most profound, the one that acts as the true foundation for everything else, is this. All true kindness, the kind that can genuinely be shared with others, begins with how you treat yourself. It's the starting point of every healthy connection you will ever build. Think about the voice inside your head. Is it a friend? If you speak harshly to yourself, replaying every misstep with a critical inner monologue, if you constantly criticize your efforts, telling yourself you're not good enough, not smart enough, not trying hard enough, if you punish yourself for mistakes you've already grown from, holding on to a past version of you as evidence for your own unworthiness, then how can you expect to show up whole and open-hearted in a relationship? An internal world filled with judgment leaves no room for grace, either for yourself or for someone else. But being kind to yourself doesn't mean being perfect or ignoring your flaws. It's not about pretending mistakes don't happen. It means being patient with your own process. It means forgiving yourself, not just once, but as many times as it takes. It means reframing that inner critic. Instead of "I failed," try "I'm learning." Instead of "I'm not enough," try "I am doing my best and that is enough." It means allowing yourself to grow without the heavy burden of shame. When you learn to be truly, deeply kind to yourself, the desperate need for external approval begins to fade. You stop demanding validation from others because you are learning to validate yourself. You stop looking for someone else to fill a space only you can heal. You become your own safe harbor, your own soft place to land. And that kind of self-kindness, it's a quiet revolution. It makes you radiant from the inside out. It makes you peaceful, grounded in your own worth. And most importantly, it makes you truly, authentically lovable, first and always to yourself. Let me say this loud because it's misunderstood far too often. Loving yourself is not selfish. Loving yourself means you know your worth. It means you set boundaries. It means you no longer accept crumbs when you deserve a full table. When you love yourself, you don't need to control anyone else's feelings. You don't beg for attention. You don't compete for affection. Instead, you show up whole, secure, grounded. And when you love yourself, you're able to love someone else without losing yourself in the process. Because love should add to your life, not erase who you are. Here's another truth many people skip over. You cannot truly love someone else if you don't know who you are. When you don't know yourself, you shift to fit relationships. You become who you think someone wants you to be. You silence your needs. You ignore your intuition. But when you know who you are, your values, your boundaries, your purpose, your heart, you don't lose yourself trying to be loved. You attract differently. You love differently. You choose differently. And that self-awareness, that confidence, that authenticity, that's what makes you lovable. When you truly love yourself, you don't give from emptiness. You give from overflow. You share your joy. You share your time. You share your heart, without draining yourself dry. There is a big difference between sharing yourself and sacrificing yourself. Love should never require you to disappear. Love should never require you to abandon who you are. Love should never cost you your peace. When you love yourself first, you give freely, not desperately. So here is the full circle moment, the truth that brings it all together. After you've learned to be kind, after you've learned to love yourself, after you've discovered who you are, after you've healed, grown, and become whole, you still cannot make someone love you. But here's the difference now. You won't try to, because you'll understand this. Love that has to be forced was never meant to stay. Love that is real will meet you where you are, not where you pretend to be. So let's take a deep breath together and release the old story. The story that tells you that love is a prize to be won, a summit to be conquered. You don't need to chase love. It is not something that runs from you. True connection isn't a race. It's a gentle unfolding, a quiet arrival. You don't need to convince anyone of your magic. The right people will not need a presentation or a closing argument. They will see you, truly see you, and that will be enough. And you certainly don't need to prove your worth. Your worth is inherent. It was sealed within you the moment you came into being. It doesn't fluctuate based on someone else's attention or approval. You only need to be you, fully, honestly, unapologetically, to embrace the quirks, the passions, the quiet moments, and the loud laughter, to stand firmly in your own truth, even if your knees are shaking, and that beautiful, messy, authentic existence. That is what makes you lovable. If this message spoke to you today, I would be so honored if you let me know in the comments. Building this community of support is what this is all about. Have you ever tried to make someone love you and learned this lesson the hard way? Sharing our stories helps us all feel a little less alone on this journey. And before you go, please remember this, carry it with you. You are worthy of love that is freely given without conditions or expectations. You are worthy of love that feels safe, like coming home to a warm room after a long day in the cold. You are worthy of love that does not require you to lose yourself, but instead helps you find more of yourself. May you have the courage to release what feels heavy and the grace to welcome what feels like sunshine. May you always, always know your own incredible worth. This is Veronica Inspires.